We now shift our attention to Iran's growing military capabilities and the concerns raised by the United States. Well, General Anthony J. Cotton, who is the head of U.S. Strategic Command, has warned about Iran's advancements in nuclear and missile technology. According to Cotton, Iran could potentially manufacture a nuclear weapon in as little as 1 week, in just 7 days. The general also highlighted that Tehran's ongoing work on space launch vehicles could drastically reduce the time needed to manufacture an intercontinental ballistic missile. Speaking during a hearing before the U.S. Senate Armed Services Committee in Washington, D.C., General Cotton explained that Iran's nuclear program continues to expand at an alarming rate. Cotton said that Tehran has increased its stockpile of highly enriched uranium and has deployed additional advanced centrifuges that can majorly cut down the time required to manufacture weapons-grade uranium. He also pointed out that this timeline has shrunk Iran's capability of building a nuclear weapons from 10 to 15 days earlier, which Iran would take to manufacture a nuclear weapon, to less than a week. That's less than 7 days. He said that Iran has the largest arsenal of conventional ballistic missile in the region. These missiles have already been used in attacks, including strikes on Israel last year. Just for a reminder here, on October 1st last year, Iran launched around 200 ballistic missiles towards Israel as retaliation for Israel's alleged assassination of Hamas, Hezbollah and IRGC leaders. Furthermore, Cotton said, Tehran has been supplying advanced conventional weapons to non-state militia groups across West Asia, leading to attacks on U.S. and allied personnel and interests. General Cotton also spoke about Iran's advancements in space technology, specifically the development of the Simorgh satellite carrier rocket. This two-stage liquid-fueled rocket, he said, has technological similarities to an ICBM and could have a range of approximately 4,000 kilometers, while carrying a payload of around 1,000 kilograms. Another development that Cotton highlighted is the growing ties between Iran, Russia and North Korea.
There's a little different nuance. That is the new relationship that we're seeing that's happening between Russia and the DPRK. So we're talking about DPRK, we're talking about Iran, we're talking about China, as well as the Russian Federation. That's why I call them the third-party influencers, because what they could do is they could be a distraction for the main effort that could be, that could be launched by any one of those that we had mentioned.
Well, Cotton's warnings about Tehran comes as the U.S. ramps up its campaign against the Iran-backed Houthis in Yemen. And that's following a military offensive launched on March 15th. U.S. President Donald Trump has clearly said that any attack by the Houthis would be viewed as an attack by Iran itself against the U.S. Meanwhile, U.S. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard provided additional insights during a separate Senate Intelligence Committee hearing. She stated that while Iran is not currently pursuing a nuclear weapon, discussions about nuclearization have intensified within Tehran's leadership. She also noted that Iran's stockpile of enriched uranium has reached unprecedented levels for a country without nuclear weapons. And adding to all these concerns, Iranian state media recently released footage showcasing an underground missile facility. We told you about this yesterday on the show. The footage showed rows of ballistic missiles stored underground, underscoring Iran's expanding missile capabilities. Well, as tensions rise in West Asia, Cotton's comments highlight the growing military might of Iran and its strategic alliances in the region.